You haven't heard by now, Alchemy Memories was finally re-released, and with that, they brought 7 survivors. Each one of these survivors have their own special gimmicks and abilities that change up the playstyles and each play their own role. In this series, we'll be going through each character and telling you how to properly play them and all the tips and tricks you can use with them. In this video, we'll be doing Sonic the Hedgehog, since he's really good, but in many matches I see people who don't know how to use him. But anyways, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's begin. Inside of Alchemy Memories, Sonic, like a lot of other characters, have 2 abilities and a passive. Sonic's passive is called Overshield, or Dodge. How this works is he has 100 HP, but then 50 additional Dodge HP. This means instead of taking HP off your health bar, you will take Dodge damage, which does not count to your actual HP. Because 2011X is the only killer right now, this means you're able to dodge 2 of his attacks, since he only does 42 damage. It also does not go over. This means if you have 8 Overshield and he does 25 damage to you, you'll only take the 8 damage, not increase and continue. This means that Sonic is the only other character to have more than 100 HP. This includes Metal Sonic, which has 175, but a little different. He's also able to increase the amount of dodge HP he has, but we'll get to that in a little bit. With his dodge ability, I recommend you always make sure to, before using any abilities, is to run down your dodge. Since you're able to dodge twice before actually taking real damage, it's important to get them off the trail of your teammates, and if you're good at dodging, you're able to escape them for around 30 seconds before they actually start doing real damage. Sonic also has 2 more passives. His second passive is called Unstoppable. Once stunning the killer as Sonic, you are able to bypass their iframes when they're stunned, so this means you're able to combo stuns onto the killer very easily. But if the killer is glowing red, then you cannot do this. And his third passive is called Guilt. Once Sonic reaches last man standing in your life with Sonic, he will actually take 15% more damage from the EXE. This means you have to be a lot more careful of playing Sonic, since the EXE is able to do over 52 damage to you. This makes it so that you're able to die in a lot less hits. If you're wondering how to charge your dodge meter, it comes with his first ability called Drop Dash. How Drop Dash works is every 25 seconds you're able to use the ability and spin dash towards the killer. You cannot take any damage during this, and the only way you can take damage is if you fall off on Not Perfect. While doing this, if you hit the EXE, it stuns them once, giving you 10 HP shield. But with your spin dash, it bounces you back, and you're able to hit the killer 3 times. Once you hit him the 3rd time, it hits him into a major stun, which stuns him for 4 seconds, or 2 seconds if you're not the one who started off the stun chain. This means that if you successfully hit your hits, you're able to gain 30 HP in dodge shield, which is pretty useful. And even if you could only hit 1, which sometimes that happens since the killer is able to dodge pretty easily if you attack, that still gives you an additional hit that you're able to dodge with. There are many different ways you can use this ability. Since it is a stun, if one of your teammates is getting grabbed, you can dash into them, stunning the killer and getting them out of their grasp. Another way you can use it is like the combo I mentioned previously. So when the killer is on you, and say if you have 50 HP in shield or any amount, make sure that they take all of your overshield away first. Unless you have over 20 overshield, there's no point in trying to add more, since if it's below 42 HP, it's still one-shots. So it's a lot better to get 2 separate dodges from it, and stun the killer in between. Also, during your drop dashes, you are able to jump. So if the EXE tries jumping over you, there's a chance that if you jump, you're able to hit them in the sky. But you could also use it as a mobility option. When using drop dash, you come around 2 times faster, and like I said previously, you are immortal during this. So that means you cannot be grabbed and you cannot be hit by God's trickery. So say if you're low on HP and it's last man standing, you are able to dash away in order to escape the EXE, since it does feed you up. But now for his second ability, called Peel Out. How Peel Out works is for 3 seconds you stand still charging up, before speed blitzing away for 7 seconds straight. In this mode, you are insanely fast, easily able to outrun the killer by 4 times the amount. But also, during using Peel Out, you're able to grab teammates, other than Eggman and Metal Sonic. So this means, say if Knuckles is in danger fighting the EXE, you're able to run by him and walk into him, grabbing him, and take him away. You're only able to grab 1 survivor at a time, but if they jump off by pressing A, you can grab another survivor to carry them away. This could be a useful combo of Cream, because while Cream is healing, you can grab her and heal both of you while she's able to run away with you. But if you're wondering, you cannot pair this with Drop Dash. If you land your free hits with Drop Dash or let Drop Dash run out, it will be a 5-second cooldown before you can use Peel Out. But this only applies during a regular match. If you get to last man standing as Sonic, after using your spin dash, you are able to use Peel Out immediately after. One mistake I always see people use when doing Sonic is using Peel Out right in front of the killer. I can't tell you the amount of times where I was able to get at least 3 hits on one of them, because you can attack so fast as EXE. Now, this ability should be either used as support or to save yourself in situations. Not to mention, if one of your teammates is downed and you grab them with peel out, instead of taking the time to revive them, if you walk into them, you automatically revive them while running and bring them with you. This means this ability should act as speed, but also support, taking teammates out of danger if they need it. But it should also be used far enough away so that you don't take unnecessary hits from the killer. And now, you might be wondering, why can't you pick up Eggman and Metal Sonic? Well, inside of the game, Eggman is like 4 times bigger than Sonic, so feasibly that would most likely be impossible. And for Metal Sonic, probably because Sonic just dislikes Metal Sonic. I don't know. With these 2 abilities and his passives, Sonic should act as a front line, but also as a stealth character. In the beginning of games, I like to always go first to try to get the killer's attention, since I'm normally able to delay out the game around by 30 seconds, giving my team a lot of time to prepare. But also, the reason why I say stealth is that if you use spin dash directly in front of an EXE chasing you, since EXE has such a high jump and speed, he's easily able to dodge you, basically letting you run out your ability. This means for a 25-second cooldown, you're basically useless, since he just starts chasing you, and you can't use peel out because of its 3-second startup. It's always important to hit the killer when we least suspect it, but if they are new, you could just hit right into them and stun them 3 times. But also, since the controls are a little bit glitchy with drop dash, I recommend once you hit the killer once and line yourself up, there's no need to move anymore, because there's many times that your hitbox can just miss the killer entirely. I always recommend that Sonic should be somewhere close to one of his teammates. Say if the EXE uses invisibility and appears near one of your teammates, since it takes about 2 seconds for him to start moving, you can easily change your drop dash into them. But also on small maps like Not Perfect and Hill, you can easily use your peel out to grab people from across the map within 2 seconds and run around the map several times. With that, he has to be S tier. He is very good and very versatile, but you have to be very careful of how you play him. You always want to make sure you have somewhat of an edge on the killer, being any amount of dodge or making sure you have abilities and teammates nearby so you can chain stuns with them. If you're solo with the killer and the killer's just chasing you in a straight line, I recommend don't use drop dash since there's a high chance you just dodge it and you can't hit them because of how you turn with drop dash. Also, I'll say this one more time, do not use peel out near the EXE. It happens way more than you think, and to all the Sonic mains, this is a reminder, just don't use it close to the EXE, because they can sense you, because it also has a sound effect. Quick trivia fact, when you do use peel out and go by the killer, you actually do have a voice line, but that's the only voice line for Sonic since they are classic variants. And one more thing I do recommend is don't use stuff such as Shadow or Red Eyes with Sonic. This does give you a slight advantage since with those they give you a trail and the EXE could see you from farther away. But with that is everything you need to know for Sonic to play him correctly. He is a little bit of a confusing character at first, but as long as you play smartly and try to help out your teammates, it is really good. Especially good if you're able to dodge a lot. But anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you all liked and enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Later.